Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move out my way or try to stop this. All black, 0 dark, 30 when we lock in. Yeah, I hear them niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move out my way or try to stop this. All black, 0 dark, 30 when we lock in. I don't know what these niggas heard, boy, this my shit. Funeral home look like a gathering for the gothic. Outside of your crib like we held somebody hostage. Box shit, aiming at your noodle with a chopstick. She love me, but she say she hate the way I make her toxic. Double up on everything I do cause I'm a prophet. Picture me coming to you for help, boy, that's nonsense. It's just me and my niggas, everybody know we got this. Watch your tone, you bass, I got something make you high pitch. Thinking he got faith till he run into a scholar. You a goon, he a goblin, tell him I'm a monster. Niggas forget the goal, all I care about is honor. If I say I'm not 2 or not 3, use your logic. Handicap match, get some help and then combine it. He think he big, treat his head just like an ostrich. So many hands and feet like he jumped inside a mosh pit. Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move out my way or try to stop this. All black, 0 dark, 30 when we lock in. Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move out my way or try to stop this. All black, 0
gotta tell them pull that lock, and these niggas plot, and they wanna stop them, they mock, and they tryna block. Gon' be lead them niggas in the box, then I leave them rot, and it's time to clock. And you hide, then I take your spot, then I guarantee I make it top 10. Ain't no one beside me thinking it's a tie, leave his stomach in the knot. See if your man think he hot too, give his top 3. And Frank in the booth, niggas can't spot me. I leave Earth coming back down, gon' be Mach 3. See the sound couldn't catch up, I'm like lightning. I'm here, then I'm gone, leave them scared, so frightening. Up here, then we swarm, ain't fair when we fight team. Me and my team stick together like we signed me. She ain't mind speed, tell her go, shit, she might leave. He ain't one West, he a hoe, shit, he might leave. Say I'm not a rapper, then again, shit, I might be. Nigga know it's live.
Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move out my way or try to stop this. All black, 0 dark, 30 when we lock in. Yeah, I hear these niggas when they talking, let them gossip. Protocol, never catch me slipping, tell them watch him. Tunnel vision, move out my way or try to stop this. All black, 0 dark, 30 when we lock in.
One West, 125th Street. Look, y'all put y'all faith in presidents like they gon' change this country. Run the league and let y'all play cause y'all gon' make a money. Fuck Obama, he ain't come here on cargo slave ship. What the fuck he do for blacks in his administration? I'm waiting, patient like a saint. Black, Hispanic, Native, they hate your ass the same. Paint Christ in they image, paint you as a slave. God ain't all love, scriptures say he hate African soul niggas, they know we not the same. School to prison pipeline to get you off the streets. Put you in the cell toilet connected to the sink. Molested as a kid, she prostituted as a teen. The byproduct of Martin Luther King dream. They just took the yoke off, my nigga, we ain't free. We living bleak in these wastelands of poverty. If you don't know the truth, then the lie sound promising. Prophecy, gift and the curse. Dylan started killing, they was sitting in church. Black folk forgave him, man, this shit is absurd. You should never love your enemy, that shit ain't gon' work. Yeah, fuck dying on your knees, you better die in glory. Man, I joined the UPK, taught me the art of warring. I took a nigga life like mine to be recognized. I feel that pain every day, it can't be reconciled. Pops banging, my sister a prostitute. My brother got life, and somehow I still found the truth. War ready, no cowards, no excuse. Fuck reparations, you can't bandage no open wounds. Blood on the leaves, body swing hung from a noose. I was on a run in Nashville and I found the truth. I called the school, classes being held by the shock on my life. I want to be a gangster like a child. Do this for my brothers, real brotherhood. Everything we do, we got it out this book. My nigga, I can never be no African. UPK the only authorized acronym. I'm passionate about my brothers and sisters. We in hell, I ain't got nothing against them. That's another religion. If it ain't under your honor, ain't he murdered by them and got a hug from your honor. That's the way out for a coward in my observation. They don't fear the Lord, they indoctrinated. Wolves in sheep clothing, Joe Osteen. Real priests bringing back black royalty. One West S on my headpiece, rank and order. Can't let them trick me off the streets, I gotta raise my daughter. I got brothers at the border ducking ICE agents. I got the name change, it was life changing. My family thought it was a game, put on all black, they said I was going through a phase. It's more of us in jail than it was slaves. Chose by the Lord, we could never be the same. Soon as they born, the wicked go astray. They left the truth, they wasn't with us anyway. Niggas weak, they just saying anything to be truthful. We don't want no cowards anyway. Look, coronavirus, that's a plague. You don't get too much sleep when you waking up the dead. First camp, I cut off all my dreads. I took an oath when that oil hit my head. Niggas capping like they lids. I'm a priest, I never stick no fork in no pig. I was dead till I found out how to live. This brotherhood taught me how to be a man. I came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church. Came back to my roots, I had to dig. A couple gaps I had to bridge. I got a rib, I'm married to this work. You wanna serve the Lord, he ain't in the Christian church.
Escobar, I be at the bar like Moscato. They think it's effort, but
stage, y'all can't fathom. Listen to the words of a champion. They can't. The streets need another anthem. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip my bow tie. Waiting on the score in my whole life. I just hope this shit go right. Living in the dark, you don't know light. Gotta got my heart grip my bow tie. Living in the score in my whole life. My whole life.
Backstage.
You ain't no Israelite, but you a gospelite, bitch.
Fuck you talking about?
If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga named Slayer, what you think, boy, you be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid, little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like, bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way, what you think? I love this brotherhood, hood. More than you, bitch. Sharp on shit, I'm bout it. UPK too solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All they hoes wanna take my piece. All the nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a whole study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for them and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Shoulda took the time, get a damn no. But I see the shawty and I show her. She could never get a priest hoe. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. Yeah, that sucker duck bitch ass boy, fuck nigga over that bit mugger. I say, if that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like, bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't none of me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, that clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in the temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you squirm off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UBK play for keys, nigga. Commanding general get a damn order, but ain't nothing me to damn kill you. I was talking his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close comeback. Nigga, I popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy? You be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK, you solid. Little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like, bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, hood. More than you, bitch.
Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy? Stressed by that damn hoe ass bitch. Fake ass nigga too. Dumb ass motherfucker. Fuck you. Backstage.
Shalom, Israel. This is the Israel School of Universal and Practical Knowledge under command of Johnny Yohana, man. I'm Officer 1000 Aram here with my brother, Officer 1000 Lacan, man. This is the Tuesday night biblical law class. You know what I'm saying? And we're about to hit these precepts, bring out some precepts according to the Most High, some righteous counseling. You know what I'm saying? Our people so quick to jump off into zodiacs and tarot card reading and going paying thousands of dollars to get counseling from the wrong sources. Your pastors done failed you. You know what I'm saying? There ain't nothing but greedy dogs out there sucking God's people, draining them of their resources as far as their money and things of that nature, and they're not giving you righteous counseling. You know, according to the Bible, man, we're gonna start off. Let's start off with Isaiah chapter 58 verse 1. When you get it, go ahead and read. Nice loud. Y'all, people like to say that you can't judge me and ain't nobody perfect. You know what I'm saying? You know, those little sayings, Christian sayings, which that you can't show me that none of that in the Bible. You know what I'm saying? The Lord said, you know what I'm saying, that we should be keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. He gave Moses law, statutes, and commandments given to the children of Israel that we should abide and live by them and raise up our children according to these law, statutes, and commandments. And that's why we say the Christian church done failed the black race. You know what I'm saying? And that's why we're going through the hell that we're going through, because we serving every other God that's been presented to us instead of serving the black God, serving the God that's in this Bible, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to go to Christian churches, you want to go under the Islam, you know, you want to go to the Catholic churches, you want to follow up behind African paganism, Egyptology, the 5%ers. You know what I'm saying? There's so many different philosophies out there that you're reading 1,000 books, and you got so confused with these lies and stuff till now you don't know which way to go. Well, the men in the ISUBK is here to wake God's people up, man. So you got that. Go ahead and read. Chime in whenever you feel like it.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 58 and verse 1. Cry aloud and spare not.
According to the Bible said, cry out loud and spare not. Go ahead and read.
Lift up thy voice like a trumpet and show my people their transgressions.
And when you hear the word transgression, I mean, you sinning against the Most High, man. Our lifestyles as a nation of people, we're sinning. Our entire lives is a lie. And we live in a lie as far as thinking that you have a relationship with the Most High. Right. When you transgress, that means you're doing the opposite of what the Most High wish for us to do, man. Go ahead, read.
And the house of Jacob, their sins.
And that's what we're doing. We living like heathens. We living according to this nation that our people was drug over and put in, man. This so-called religion, this so-called language, this lifestyle. None of this is our heritage. None of this has anything to do with us, man. We are Israelites. Right. Our true language is Hebrew. We should not be eating shrimp, crab, or lobster. You shouldn't be celebrating none of the holidays of North America. You shouldn't be celebrating your birthdays. Right. Our women shouldn't be dressing like whores. Our young men shouldn't be walking around so effeminate, murdering one another the way they are. Right. All this, we've been put into a condition. Now the entire earth looking at us like we savages that don't know how to get our own house together. Right. You know, the average oppressor, and you talk to them, they'll tell you these people don't know how to. These people don't know. They don't have no structure. They don't know. They consider us savages, and we not. And the reason why that's the way it is because our lifestyles and our choice of going into these churches on Sundays, we're bringing the wrath of God down on our heads, man. Right. That's what we're doing. You want to know the answer to the problem for black people, blacks and Hispanics in America, man, is that we live in a heathenistic lifestyle, serving all these other gods instead of serving the Most High. That's right. Yahweh Shah Mashiach and our Father Yahweh. You know what I'm saying? We serving, and you want to follow up behind Caesar Borgia. Let me tell you something. When you go into these Christian churches and you wearing these crosses on your neck and in your ears, and you tattooing your body up and all this stuff with this Christianity stuff, that Christian cross, if that Christian cross was for us as a nation and as a people, then you would have to ask yourself, why aren't we lifting each other up? Right. Why aren't we upholding one another and helping one another? Why do we hate each other so bad? You know what I'm saying? When you go inside that Christian church and you get on your knees before that big old wooden cross, man, it's giving you free will to sin. Right. It's allowing you to be it's allowing you to be a homosexual. It's allowing you to be gay. It's allowing you to be a drug dealer. It's allowing you to be a child molester. It's allowing you to be a prostitute. It's allowing you to do whatever sinful and nasty deed that you want to do. You know what I'm saying? Because the people tell you, come as you are. Right. You're not being held accountable for your actions. And the only way you can fight off all those wicked demons is to come into the ISUBK, man. That's right. And get taught how to follow these laws, statutes, commandments. When you eat shrimp, crab, lobster, chitlins, pork chops, and all these abominable foods, man. You eating all this stuff. Everything that we doing is contrary to the word of God. America is an enemy to the Most High, man.
That's right.
Everything America do, everything America push is contrary to the laws, statutes, commandments that the Lord gave us to follow. The Lord gave Moses all the laws, statutes, and commandments to give to the children of Israel, which are the so-called blacks in America. This is the way that we should be going. This is the answer to our problems. Voting, you're going out to vote for your mayor, you're voting for a president, you're doing all you marching, you singing, you know what I'm saying? You're doing everything but what you need to be doing.
Right.
And when you see these brothers in the ISUPK, these priests and prophets on these corners, on the airwaves and things of that nature, this is your last chance to get it together, man. Your grace is running out. You know what I'm saying? Every morning you wake up, the Lord then gave you one more chance to get it right, man. And we're in the last days, truthfully, when you hear that, America's on the verge of World War III, man. And what's gonna happen if you don't stop living the way you living, you're gonna end up caught in the middle of that hell's fight, which is those nuclear bombs gonna be dropping, man. It's gonna happen. Y'all saw that America struck by those airplanes in 9/11. America is not untouchable, man. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's go to Romans chapter 6 and 23.
If I could, real quick.
Yeah, go ahead, Doc.
What you're saying is so heavy, sir. Because what a lot of people don't understand is, well, we're just doing what the prophets of old did. Like the prophets sounded an alarm. The scriptures say, sound an alarm and gather the people, gather the elders,
right.
And that's what we've done. And what the world don't understand is what they're not looking at is the fact that Christianity has committed the most crimes on the planet. But when you hear the true prophets of the Lord, like you were saying, so like time is winding down. And when the Lord said in Obadiah, he said, the moment you set your nest among the stars is the moment I'm gonna bring you down. They went up in 1969. And the truth of the Bible came back into the earth in 1969.
That's right.
Like here, sir.
That's right. That's what's so heavy. Now, even riding off of what you just said, but what's so heavy, they done created a fifth military branch messing around out there. So you got to wonder, what are they preparing for? Why would you put a military branch out of space? You know what I'm saying? Our people, see, and the thing is, they so busy. We so busy partying, getting high. You know what I'm saying? Watching these sports activities. So we doing everything instead of what we should be doing. And America know what it's doing, man. Everything America do is strategic. Even all the way down to the police. The police can never change themselves or get better. When the police department first was created, they was created to go find runaway slaves. And as far as the police, the only thing a police officer going to do today is make sure blacks don't roll off into these suburbs.
That's right.
Basically, that's all. They police the inner cities where blacks and Hispanics at, but they just patrol out there in the nice suburbs and things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get past a certain point when it comes to the police. The police what they did to George Floyd, you would think it would have got a little bit better, and it haven't. These police, that system was created to do what they're doing. It ain't no changing them. I don't care who you vote in there. I don't care who you vote in there or what nobody promised you. That would never change. These people gonna hunt our steps,
right? And
they're gonna continually murder black men and women. You could believe that, man. And it's getting worse and worse. Go ahead,
and if I could, what you're saying is so heavy. I was looking online while I was at the slave. I was looking at the presidential candidates online, and you got two niggas that think they finna get in office, and even if they do, just so happen to get in office to say that they was the second black president. You know what I'm saying? Like, they think that the crimes that's happening to us is going to stop, when all it's gonna do is get greater and greater as the time for our kingdom return gets shorter and shorter.
That's right.
And it has to be this way.
Con.
That way, the more they kill, what our people don't understand is the more they kill us and do the things they do, the more we see them for who they really are.
Exactly.
It's a lot.
That's heavy. That's heavy. You know what? Let's go to Deuteronomy 28:1. We'll go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. Anybody get any questions, man? Bring it out. Any questions on that, man? It's Christianity, Islam, the Catholic Church. None of that stuff, man, is for black people, man. You know what I'm saying? And you should realize that by now. It's been over like the last 65 or 70 years. You haven't seen it. It continually to get worse and worse in the streets. You know what I'm saying? The cost of living is at an all-time high right now. You know what I'm saying? People are suffering out here. Our brothers and sisters just hanging out on these street corners and up and down all over Chicago, drinking all day, drunk out their mind, drinking their miseries away, getting high with all sorts of drugs, the cocaine, the heroin, the booze, and every other, the lean and the pills and everything else. And then, actually, man, where the hell all these drugs coming from?
Right.
No, so where you think all these guns coming from that's in the black community, man? Seriously, these young men is getting their hands on all these high-powered weapons and stuff like that, military-style weapons and all this other stuff, man. Our oppressor is doing every single thing he could possibly do to destroy us. We killing ourselves and they killing us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And it just got to stop, man. We're gonna have to fix our own house, man. We're gonna have to, y'all, and the only way we can do that is just take our spirits out of America according to the Bible.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? We got to stop celebrating these people holidays. The Most High gave Moses high holy days and feast days, the Sabbath. It's high holy days and feast days that we should be coming together as a nation to acknowledge, to show that we are the true children of Israel and that we got one God.
Damn right.
But instead, our people just refuse to stop going to these churches. You study seeing wickedness. I'm seeing all kind of brawls and fight right here in the city of Chicago. Just last week, 2 young men over there in Maywood had beef with some more people. They went up inside the damn church and shot the church up and shot one of the members. Now, more and more and more, you study seeing things like this happening in these churches. The guy that was up there with over $100,000 worth of jewelry, the young men went in there and stuck him up in the pew doing service. You're seeing all these men dressed like women pouring into the churches and stuff. This society is so messed up and so wicked. In your public schools, you're allowing transsexual men to come in and give the 7 or 6 year old children storybook time, twerking and stuff in front of these kids. You know, giving these kids a visual like that and pushing the stuff in their minds. Where in the earth do a grown up? When do the madness stop?
Right.
You have to ask yourself, why do these people that with the LGBT movement, why are they so persistent in getting inside these schools with these babies, man? You have to. I mean, you can't wrap your mind around it. I can't see. You can't give me no logical reason to allow this type of behavior in the public schools. That's why black people, I'm telling you, sooner than later, you're gonna have to start really considering giving your children home school training.
Damn right.
To protect them from the pedophiles and all this other stuff. Go ahead,
If I could, sir, we have a sister in the school that does teach. She does do homeschooling, and it is a righteous thing because your children are going to learn the right curriculum as well as their ancient language. And that's a beautiful thing because what you're saying is so heavy. Because I mean, the reason why these LGBT XYZs gotta go into the schools is because the kids are so young. When they grow up, they're not gonna remember them being in the school. So in their mind, all they're gonna say is, "I've been like this all my life."
Right.
Because it was pushed on them.
Exactly.
So now they gotta push it on somebody else, which is a violent and cruel thing to do. Like
wicked is all out.
Come.
That's why we said, America, man, I'm gonna tell you something. This place where we live in is not our home.
Damn right.
At all. and the things that they doing, man, this place is going to be, when Jesus Christ comes back with Michael and Gabriel and all the angels, they're going to destroy this place, man.
Right.
And it deserves what it's going to get. This is a wicked, wicked place. This is modern day Egypt.
Right.
The Lord even said, Moses told us that the Lord said we would be put into Egypt again on ships. We're the only people. I know that you talk to people like the Irish and all these people want to talk about they was in slavery or all this other stuff. You want to talk about some doggone Jewish people who do their Holocaust and all this other stuff. Ain't nobody went through the hell that black men and women went through in this place other than us. And then on top of that, we the ones that built this place.
Right.
And they still taxing us. We still can't have nothing. They still murdering us. You know what I'm saying? I said, we are the black man is the most hated human being on the face of the earth in America, man. And we have targets on our backs. And our sisters have the audacity to allow the oppressor to give them housing, education, a job, and tell them they can't have a man in their house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The things of that nature. Tell us how we should raise our children. Break up the black homes. Every black home in America should have a husband and a wife in it.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying?
Damn right.
But you let our sisters want to go down there and allow oppressor into our personal business. Now this is like she done created a contract with this man. Now he can just come and lock up just file child support,
right.
Tax the man. They put him in a situation where he can't even make an honest living doing a job. So naturally, damn it, what are they gonna do? He got to turn to being a damn criminal just to survive, just to pay his bills and dress himself. Come on, man, this system is wicked as hell, man. And you sisters that's on that, y'all wicked as hell, man. I'm serious. You are terrible. You're a terrible woman. You're a very sorry and poor parent. You lying to your kids talking about some damn Christmas and Easter and all this other stuff. You know damn well late at night you hear one little sound in that house, you scared to death. Every woman, it ain't a woman alive. Women got a bad habit of not saying that they don't need a man. You listening to this rap music, that little broad gorilla or whatever her name is, Megan Thee Stallion. You listen to all these black women with these rap songs. Don't you know niggas are writing them songs for them females?
Right.
This the new pimping area. Ain't no woman, if you listen to the lyrics, you can tell a nigga behind them words, man. Ain't no damn such thing as women are players too. You gonna really trying to do the things that a man do, you ain't gonna do nothing but get a high body count and turn yourself into a prostitute.
Right.
That's all you're gonna do. Let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
The Bible said if we should hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord our God, man, that means listen. Listen intently, man. Listen carefully what the voice of the Lord thy God said, man. Right. And trust me, your pastors ain't told you none that the Most High said. Your pastors tell you to come as you are. Can't nobody judge you. Ain't nobody perfect. That's not in the Bible. According to the Bible, man, I think Noah was a perfect man. There was several perfect brothers in the Bible. We live in a perfect life because we're not sinning against the Most High. I'm not saying that you won't fall short. I'm not saying that you wrestling with your demons every single day. But when you're in a real brotherhood and sisterhood like the ISUPK, you develop more strength. When you talk the Bible the correct way,
that's right.
You develop more strength to fight your demons, man. Right. Read that from the top again.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 1. And it shall come to pass, if thou shalt hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God, man. The hell what man's saying.
Right.
You ain't getting righteous counseling in these churches or whatever denomination you in. Read.
To observe and to do all his commandments.
All what?
All his commandments.
The Bible said that we should be following the commandments of the Most High.
That's
man.
right.
You're not supposed to be following the traditions of America. You're supposed to be applying the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Most High to your life. The hell with what your pastor talking about. The hell with what these Catholic priests talking about.
Right.
The hell with what Farrakhan and anybody else talking about, man. You should come into the ISUPK no matter what city you in.
Damn right.
Read.
Which I command thee this day.
Which you what?
Which I command thee this day.
It's a commandment to live according to the Bible.
That's right.
The law, statutes, commandments. It's a commandment to live this kind of lifestyle. You don't have the free will to do what you want to do. That's a lie, man. If you got the free will to do what you want to do, what you're going to do is you're going to end up being judged, and you're going to end up dying a terrible death.
Right.
Even you might be 50-some years old, but the Lord is not short of His word, man. That's what you got to realize. Read.
And to observe and to do all His commandments, which I command thee this day.
The Lord said He commanded us to do His word and His will today. Read.
That the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations of the earth.
A what?
Above all nations of the earth.
What? Say that one more time.
Above all nations of the earth.
That don't sound like the Most High trying to bring all of us together as
Right.
one family on the earth.
Right.
There's a lot of people out there, many talking about we all a human race.
Right.
We all bleed red.
Right.
We all races are one big family on earth. That's not what the Bible said, man. The Bible said the Bible said that if we was to follow these laws, statutes, commandments, the Lord will put us on top of all the other nations on the entire face of the earth.
That's
man.
right.
That means He only loves a particular group of people that's on this planet. That's the 12 tribes of Israel. The Lord does not love our oppressors.
That's right.
He don't love our oppressors. He don't love the Chinese, the Japanese, the Africans, the islanders. You know what I'm saying? He don't love these people that's ruling America. You know what I'm saying? These people have too much blood on their hands, and they done did too many wicked things, man.
Right.
And they have to pay for it. They're going to pay for it no matter how you feel or how you feel about what we're saying. These people that's ruling this place, man, these oppressors, they got to pay for the bloodshed that they have committed. They have shed treating God's people the way they have treated God's people. And according to this right here, verse right here, the Lord said, if we followed His laws, statutes, and commandments, He will put us above every other nation that's on the face of the earth. Your pastor not going to tell you that. Your pastor going to tell you that. Your pastor going to let the oppressor come into your churches, and they're gonna castigate. They're gonna get up there and let them talk, so y'all can vote for them. Our people gonna try to. Our people, our people gonna try to get into Islam and all this other crap. You know what I'm saying? Our people gonna follow behind every other religion or doctrine that they could possibly find. Our people gonna get into witchcraft, zodiac signs. Our people gonna get into the just different everything. The tarot cards reading. What was the lady name that used to come on late at night? Miss Cleo. You know what I'm saying? We just so quick to gravitate to everything but what we should gravitate to. You know what I'm saying? And this is what's a major problem in the Black community, man. That we will do anything and everything, but our people will not turn to these laws, statutes, and commandments. When you go to tell somebody that they can't smoke no more weed, you can't smoke no more loud, you can't sell no more drugs, you can't sleep with a white woman or a white man, you can't be a gangbanger or a drug dealer. That's where you lose them at. Majority of our people, you lose them when you go to telling them what they can and can't do according to the Bible.
Right. If I could,
go ahead,
the main two where you lose them at is the white women and that marijuana.
That's a lot of people you say that they don't want to hear that no more. You damn sure. I mean, our brothers are so stuck on these other races that it's so-called Muslims that I guess back in the days I used to hear no swine and no white woman. It's a common thing today. a common thing. Our brothers get a few dollars in their pocket, man, and the first thing they want to do is go outside their community and find them another race,
Right.
to cling on to. And that ain't gonna do nothing but put a bigger wedge between you and the God that you're supposed to be serving.
Damn
You know what I'm
right.
saying? You go marry one of these oppressive women, man, you ain't got no choice then but to celebrate Christmas,
Damn right.
celebrate birthdays. You know what I'm saying? Do everything that's gonna anger the Most High. And that's why we dying the way we dying, because the lifestyle that we live in, man. Go ahead, huh?
What you're saying is so heavy, sir. And here's something that I like to tell brothers and sisters, like we're a conquered nation. We're conquered. And what our people don't understand is when you willingly go give yourself to our oppressor, you are willingly becoming a concubine.
Come,
And a concubine is a spoil of war.
come.
So what we're doing is we're going to say, we're willingly telling them, I understand y'all conquered us, but it's okay because I love you. You can do what you want to me and I'll obey you.
Come.
And that is the most sickening thing we can do as a nation. It's like
You're definitely right. And you see what condition we in because of making a choice. You know what I'm saying? Let's go down to jump over to 15 right quick. Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
The Bible says if we don't hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to do all of his commandments.
Right.
And all of his statutes, man. To command this to this day. Even though we in America and in captivity, we should be doing the law, statutes. If we start following these law, statutes, commandments, the Lord will fight our battles for us, man.
Damn right.
That's what you don't realize. You don't need to go out and vote. You don't need to go marching. You don't need to go running no laps in the church and rolling and singing and doing all this. You wasting your damn time. You don't need to go get dipped in no water. You don't need to do none of that. All you got to do is turn back to these law, statutes, commandments, man. Read.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
And that's exactly what we're seeing right now. That's why our children are dying the way they die. That's why our young men are dying. It's every year, at the end of the year, you got a death toll of at least maybe it's above 500.
Right.
For the last several years. We killing ourselves and our oppressors are murdering us. We losing entire generations. Then on top of that, our sisters are having so many abortions. You know what I'm saying? Our people are drugged out on cocaine, man. Don't you know Ronald Reagan, the president, that man, he said that he was having a war on drugs, and all of a sudden they just started pouring cocaine into the city of Chicago, into New York, any major city or metropolis that blacks and Hispanics was at. All of a sudden, an influx of cocaine and heroin was being poured into the cities. On top of that, with guns, and then they took out the jobs, trade schools. I remember when I was growing up, you could go to a trade school to pick up a trade and learn how to take care of yourself. They took out all the trade schools, started telling people to put their kids in college, pushing you further and further into debt.
Right.
And then on top of that, pouring all these different drugs into the communities, not giving young black men and women an opportunity to develop a trade to take care of their families. So what other alternative do we have? We was put in the condition that we in, man. We didn't ask for this. We didn't create this situation. We didn't create this environment around us. You know, kids are being born today on the north side, the south side, and the east side in drug-infested, crime-infested communities, man. These people know what they're doing, and they know who they targeted. You know what I'm saying? And our people, it's time for our people to wake up, period, man, and realize what's going on around us, man. You wasting your time when you go out and vote. You wasting your time going to these churches, man. You wasting your time getting on your damn knees praying. The Lord ain't listening to your prayers, man. The Lord ain't listening to that stuff because he don't listen to sinners' prayers.
Damn right.
People say that Christians got a bad habit of saying that God hate the sin but love the sinner.
Right.
You can't show me that in the Bible. You can't show me that in the Bible, man. Ecclesiasticus 12:6. You know what I'm saying? It tell you something completely different from that. Matter of fact, pull that up and read that for me, y'all. The Lord is not playing, man. He's sick and tired of our nonsense. The Most High is ready for us to take our spirits out of America and stop doing the things that we've been doing. We was raised up doing. Our parents and our grandparents, stuff, they didn't know better, man. They didn't know better. But the Lord has brought his priests and prophets out, like the brother just brought a little while ago, since 1969, under Commander General Hunter, man. The Lord been putting his truth out into the earth.
That's right.
And raising up black men and women, man, to follow him again. And stop praying to these other gods. That picture of that white so-called Jesus, his real name is Caesar Borgia. You know what I'm saying? Our oppressors want you to think that they the greatest people on the face of the earth, and that's not true, black man, black woman. We the greatest people on the face of the earth. And we got a leader, somebody that died for us.
Damn right.
He was the most strongest, powerfulest revolutionary to ever walk the face of the damn earth was a black man.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? But our oppressors want you to think that they the greatest people, which is one of the biggest lies ever told on the face of the earth. Yeah, you got it up? Go ahead.
If I could, what you're saying is so heavy because you would think that when someone find out that Christ really was a nigga, that they would leave the very religion that taught us that he wasn't. And they would want to follow the greatest nigga that ever walked the planet.
Damn right.
We talking about a man that not only did he turn water into wine, we walked on water. He did it so he was so powerful. He allowed somebody else to do it just because he had the power to allow somebody to do it.
That's right.
Then he cast out demons left and right. He healing the sick, and then he dies and he gets back up. And then he turns around and say, "All power is in my hands."
Damn right.
We talking, and this is our king that we talking about.
Damn right.
And you would think that somebody would say, "Well, goddamn, if this is my king, and this is the nigga that really walked this planet, and he belonged to my stock, why wouldn't I want to follow him?"
That's so heavy what you bringing out, man. That's so heavy what you bringing out. You damn right. Why wouldn't you want to follow somebody that died for you? You know what I'm saying? The brother did so many things, and now he's sitting at the right hand of the Father, waiting on a moment for the Father to tell him to come back. And when he do, this time he come back, he not bringing peace. Right. He not coming back he coming back for rulership.
Right.
He coming back to set things straight and to set up his kingdom on this earth.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Heaven and hell is a state, man.
That's right.
And black people and Hispanic people, we living in hell right now,
Damn
man.
Right. Damn right.
We living in hell. It's come on, man, stop it now. And these other people, these oppressors and stuff, when they get off their job, off their slaveries and stuff, these people riding out into these damn suburbs and stuff, man, planting their flowers around their house. Little damn chipmunks and squirrels and rabbits and deers and shit running around their houses and stuff. But when you go home, if you black, you hearing gunshots. You seeing crowds of people standing on the corners talking about some damn rocks and blows. You hearing fire sirens and the police sirens and everything else. You hearing it ain't no peace in your neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? You go to bed at night. You come home in the evening time hoping like hell, don't nothing happen. You wake up and leave out your house with the same fear, hoping don't nothing happen, hoping you make it back home safely, hoping don't nothing happen to your babies while they're in these public schools, hoping that some drunk don't come flying down the street and kill somebody.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We living in hell, man. We living in hell. We living in pure. Every time you go to work, every day you go to work, you putting in over 40 hours a week. You ain't never at home. You got to work a full-time job and a part-time job just to make ends meet. When the average oppressor, he probably got at least 100,000 in his bank account, being taxed and everything else. Man, come on, man, stop it, man. You got that?
Come.
Go ahead, read it.
The book of Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, chapter 12, verse 6. For the Most High hateth sinners.
Whoa. What's that word? The Most High what?
Hateth sinners.
A lot of you niggas don't even know the word haters in the Bible several times, man.
Right.
You got a lot. Listen, when I was coming up as a child in the church, I never ever heard nobody show me the word hate in the Bible.
Right.
Never. I did not know that, man. The Bible said the Most High what?
Hateth sinners.
Hate of what?
Sinners.
The Lord hates sinners, man. The Lord hates sinners. Now, he don't just hate the sin, he hates the sinner.
That's right.
If you choosing to sleep with another man's wife, man, if you selling your brother drugs, you know what I'm saying? If you going to these Christian churches and you eating shrimp, crab, and lobster and ham and chitlins and catfish, they have all these kind of cookouts in these churches on Sundays, man. Everything that the Most High telling us not to do, you have the free will to do it in your church. Even your pastor putting up a tree in the pastor putting a tree up on December the 25th in the church.
Right.
And the Lord said, envy thou not the oppressor way, choose none of his ways. And that's what we're doing as a nation of people, man. The Lord, listen, go to John 9:31 right quick. Wow. Just to show the Lord ain't, if you willfully sinning, the Lord hates you and despises you, and you're gonna die in your sins. You got to turn from your wicked ways. You got to. The clock is winding down. Don't you see how the oppressor is pushing so much wickedness and stuff to the point you got people like I was just reading a couple of days ago, the brat and her wife. The brat, is two lesbian women married to each other. The brat is pregnant, and she done chose to get a European seed put in her. Mm. Wickedness on top of wickedness, sin on top of sin. You got it up?
Come on.
Go ahead, read it.
The book of John, chapter 9, verse 31. Now we know that God heareth not sinners.
The Lord does not listen to your prayers if you sin. And I'm gonna give y'all a secret. God, you don't have no personal relationship with the Most High.
Right.
God don't come down here and talk to you and spend time with you and all that. It's angels that's assigned to us that's taking everything that we say and do, they reporting to the Most High.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna give you another secret. When your grandmother passed away and your dad and your mom and all them, man, the Bible said the dead don't know anything, man.
Right.
Ain't nobody looking down on you praying for you. The dead don't know nothing. The dead can't feel no air. They can't feel the rain. They don't know what's going on no more, man. When a person's spirit leave that body and that body go back into the earth and that spirit go back to the Most High, that person is gone.
That's right.
They stay alive in your heart. You remember the good times or whatever the case may be. But anybody that's done lived in flesh on this body and they pass away and they gone. They don't. These pastors and stuff go to these funerals and stuff and lie. They lying in the churches. They just lying, man. And it's time for our people to wake up, man. Seriously.
Damn right.
Seriously. Let's go to Ezekiel chapter 20 and verse 19. Ezekiel chapter 20 and verse 19. When you get it, go ahead and read it.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 20, verse 19. I am the Lord God. Walk in my statutes and my judgments and do them.
And what?
And do them.
The Most High said we should walk in his. It says, the Bible said, I am the Lord your God. Walk in my statutes and keep my judgments and do them. You don't have the free will to just do what you want to do, man. You're not supposed to be doing what the pastor said that you could just, all you got to do is pay your tithes. You know what I'm saying? I noticed where a person can come to them churches and they ain't never got to change their lifestyle.
Right.
You could just keep on willfully sinning like that. Not according to the Bible, man. Not according to the Bible. Go to John. Go to John. Go to John. Matter of fact, we'll read 20.
Come on. Verse 20. And hallow my Sabbaths, and they shall be a sign between thee, between me and you.
Now the Sabbath don't fall on a Sunday. The Catholic Church pushed everything to a Sunday and got people going to churches on a Sunday, and that's not the Sabbath, man. The Sabbath is Saturday.
Right.
And if you want to experience the Sabbath and hallow the Sabbath and have a relationship with the Most High, you got to get up on Saturdays and start coming to the ISUPK, Israel School of Universal and Practical Knowledge.
That's right.
And get taught how to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments and have a real relationship with the Lord, man.
That's right.
Them Christian churches is failing God's people, and those pastors are going to pay for that. Go ahead, finish it.
Come. And they shall be a sign between me and you, that ye may know that I am the Lord your God.
And the Bible said, raise up a child in the way he should go.
Right.
If you take it, how can you keep on taking your kids to these Catholic churches, knowing that these so-called priests have spent millions and millions and millions of dollars to defend those child molesters, those pedophiles?
Right.
Then, personally, I know several brothers that's done had counseling in these Christian churches. The wife or the girlfriend wanted to have counseling because she ain't happy no more, and you end up going to the Christian church and telling this man your business, and he end up sleeping with your wife. I know this for a fact. I know 2 or 3 brothers where they don't went to the damn pastor of their church, or he done went to the church with his wife and went to her pastor and end up sleeping with your damn wife, man. What kind of wicked bastard to do something like that? Go ahead,
It's like it. So what you're saying is so heavy, because our Hispanic and Native Indian brothers and sisters, mainly our Hispanic brothers and sisters, they'll go into the Catholic Church. And this is why our little kids, the LGBT, why the Hispanic brothers can say that all they know is being homosexual, because that demon been on them since they was a child. That damn Pope over there, if you're a boy, he's sucking the rod. You know what I'm saying? So they can say all they've known is that demon. And the sad thing is as a people, we still choose not to wake up. We still choose to go into the same dogma and feed the same greedy dogs with the same filthy lucre that got us in the condition that we in. So
right. That was so heavy, brother. You doggone right, man. It's crazy as I don't know what, but that's what's happening with our people. Our people refuse to take their spirits out of America. Our people refuse to take off them kufis, take off them crosses, come up at them churches and stuff, and learn these laws, statutes, commandments.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Which is, it's getting to a point where I'm not surprised, but I just don't understand it. You can't decipher the truth from a lie. You know what I'm saying? It's pure wickedness in them churches, man. The Christian church ain't nothing but the house of Satan.
Right.
I mean, it's done got to a point where people walking up inside the church shooting people. Fights are breaking out because you feel like your pastor is begging too much. It was one church broke out into a brawl because the pastor wanted $1,000 from every member. You know what I'm saying? We're not going to talk. We could make we could do a whole class on T.D. Jakes, Creflo Dollar, Joyce Myers, Joel Osteen, and the list just go on and on and on. These people done got multi-million-dollar rich lying and misleading God's people, man. And our people just refuse to wake up, man. It's crazy as all that. I don't get it. Let's go to Baruch. Let's go to Baruch chapter 4 and verse 1.
Come. The book of Baruch, chapter 4 and verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God and the law that endureth forever.
The what?
the law that endureth forever.
The law that endure forever, man. Even in this captivity that we in, these laws will last. Heaven, the Bible said, heaven and earth will pass away before these laws, statutes, commandments fade away. Read.
Khan. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die.
And that's exactly what our people are doing today, man. We dying like never before because we're gonna turn against the Most High by not following His laws, statutes, commandments. That is simple. That's elementary right there. We're telling you, we read not the Bible, man. We're not telling you how we feel or what we think. I'm telling you what thus says the Most High, man.
That's right.
The Lord said, this is the book of the commandments of God. This is the book of the commandments of God and the laws that endure forever. All they that keep it shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. I mean, it don't get no simpler than that. Go ahead and read.
Khan. Verse 2. Turn thee, O Jacob, and take heed of it. Walk in the presence of the light thereof, that thou mayest be illuminated.
And if you walk in these laws, statutes, commandments, man, you will be walking in the light. You'll be following the most powerful brother that ever walked the face of the earth, man. We will be an illuminated nation of people that people will look at us in astonishment. In astonishment, man. And if we follow these law, statutes, commandments and stop celebrating Christmas, stop celebrating Thanksgiving,
right?
Easter, Halloween, stop celebrating your birthday. Stop eating all them abominable foods that the Lord said that we need to stop eating, man. Read.
Khan. Verse 3. Give not thine honor unto give not thine honor to another, nor the things that are profitable unto thee to a strange nation.
We need to quit trying to love these other nations and start back learning how to love one another. Turn back to true brotherhood and sisterhood, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to when these brothers in the Astro BK, when we be on them outside and on the mics and teaching God's people about the law, statutes, commandments, and we be blasting on them other nations and stuff. The first thing you see a black man want to do is they want to defend these other nations.
Right.
They want to love and protect these other nations and say that we teaching hate. When we're not teaching hate, we're teaching love, because we're trying to tell our people that they need to wake up and turn from their wicked ways. You know what I'm saying? When you see, we telling them oppressors to kick rocks.
That's right.
You're going to say we teaching hate. We're a hate group. Okay, then if we're a hate group, what about this neo-Nazis, the skinheads, the kamikazes, the KKK? Anybody that's a so-called KKK is a Christian. They the ones that push their religion and their democracy on us when they drug our forefathers and foremothers over here in America and sold them in damn chains, murdering them because they black.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Do you know the history, the horror and the history of America? America is a nightmare to a black person.
That's right.
Seriously, man, America is a damn nightmare. You want to look at a horror story? Read the true history of America when it comes to black men and women. Look what they did to Emmett Till.
Right.
Hell, look how many people they done hung by their man. You know how many of our brothers and sisters, they would catch our brothers and hang them by their neck, and then they bidding on what part of the body they gonna get to take home. Can you imagine somebody taking your damn child, man, and putting a rope around the 6-month-old baby waist and using them as alligator bait?
Right.
Or taking a black man or woman and skinning them and turning their skin into some damn shoes or a purse or a damn chair or something? America, man, listen, this place, America is a horror story within itself when it comes to black people. The history of America it got too much blood on its hands. It stole our identity, stole our culture, beat our language out of us, which is Hebrew, told us that we niggers, African Americans, black, and every other byword that you could think of.
Right.
Go ahead, Al.
It's like it. So what you're saying is so heavy, because I mean, if I could, everything that you just said is reason to leave out of the Christianity. It's reason to leave out of the Muslim mosque, out of all these false religions that we've been engulfed in. Because I mean, Christianity is going to tell you when Dylan Roof, and I refer to this all the time because this is a prime example of what Christianity does. When Dylan Roof in North Carolina, either North or South Carolina, one of the two, he walked in that church and shot up those 9 brothers and sisters. The Christian pastor came out and said, "Forgive." The Lord said to I believe it was to Joshua. He told Joshua, he said, "Remember the children of Amalek." That when the children of Israel was trying to get to their destination, Amalek would come back. They didn't surround Israel, but they went around the back and they got the weak, they got the old, and they got the young. They got the ones that couldn't defend themselves because they're so cowardly. And what Esau does today is he does the most cowardly act. He get the one. He ain't coming to the UPK. He's gonna go to the ones that don't know how to properly defend themselves. And what we do as a nation, because we're so gullible and we're so compassionate. This is why we should rule the world, because we have the most compassion on the planet. Like I haven't seen a race of people as compassionate and as loving as us. And what we do is we turn around and forgive them, and we turn around and love them. But what the Lord said, to repay unto them double of what they've given us. So the only way we can do that is if we learn to obey the Lord, so that he can be an enemy to our enemies, and he can be an adversary to our adversaries. So like,
and what's so heavy about what you just brought up, brother, even if we pay them double what they done to us, we still won't be as wicked as they have been towards us.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, these people have did some things, man, that's just unspeakable. You know what I'm saying? And our people, it's time for our people to wake up, man. You can't change the history of America.
Right.
It's written in blood. It's written in blood. Blood is crying out, man. Go down to Baruch 4:6.
The book of Baruch, chapter 4, in verse 6. You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath.
Because of what?
Because you moved the Most High to wrath.
The Bible said we were sold to the nations. We're the only people on face of the earth that was put in chains, sold like cat livestock.
Right.
So I don't care what no other race. I don't care what kind of argument they want to bring out. I don't care about the so-called Jewish people in the Holocaust. I don't care about none of that, man. It ain't no other race of people on the face of the earth that's been treated the way black men and women have been treated, man. Right. Seriously. And I don't see how you can compare that. And then it just get to water it down, to be honest with you. It ain't heavy. These LGBT movements try to compare their plight to our slavery.
Yeah, they did.
You know what I'm saying? And I, for the life of me, I don't even see how they can open their mouth and say no crap like that. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, you sitting up taking a rod up your butt or down your throat, or strapping on dildo. You doing all kind of old wicked stuff, and you talking about you struggling? Come on now, go ahead,
It's like, if I could, sir. What you're saying is so heavy. I have what I call a used to be younger brother in the world. He gave himself over to that lifestyle. A couple years back, I went down to Florida to visit my family. You know, we just down in Tampa having a good time. You know what I'm saying, chilling. And he decided to come through. You know what I'm saying. So because he came through, I didn't treat him like he was an outcast. I did not talk to him because he was there. But when the topics came up, you could tell the demon came out of him. And then that was the exact statement he said. He was like, well, if you think about it, we went through the same thing as what we went through in slavery. And me being, you know what I'm saying, a newly raised priest at the time, I'm sitting there listening like, how so? Yeah. Explain. Yeah. I mean, you wasn't beat. You wasn't
Right.
hung on trees.
Right.
You didn't have your strongest men ripped apart by two beasts. We didn't. You wasn't strapped by two horses and the horses sent other ways so that your body can split in half. You didn't have your woman, you know what I'm saying, raped and your kids raped and then shipped off to another plantation.
Right.
But what you did get is your rights. You got a month that was more than Black History Month.
Yeah.
So it baffles me. Salakia.
Yeah, it's strange. That show you how wicked this place is.
Kind of
You know what I'm saying? Read that from the top again.
the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 6. Ye were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath. Ye were delivered unto the enemies.
And for you niggas to walk around here thinking y'all free, man, you need to stop thinking that, man.
Right.
We were delivered into our enemies because of our wickedness.
Right.
The Lord is sick and tired of our nonsense. So the Lord allowed this to come upon us.
That's
We're
right.
being punished because of our sins. And that's why I tell you, no matter what you could, the kufi ain't, you could put on a kufi, you could put on a dashiki, you could put on a uk, you could go to put on a cross. You ain't got to do none of that, man.
Right.
You don't have to wear none of those things. You know what the Lord, the Lord will live within us.
That's right.
Your body is the temple of the Most High. We don't have, and as you became in, we don't wear none of that crap. We put on our crowns, we put on our headpieces, our garments with our fringes, and we go out. And I ain't talking about no damn t-shirt with no fringes at the bottom of it either.
Right.
We are not affiliated with no Israelite groups.
That's right.
So you can get that out your mind. We not, any race can't come into our school. These brothers in the school is now we being taught that you cannot go outside of the 12 tribes. You can't smoke weed.
Right.
You can't sell drugs. You can't be smoking cigarettes.
Right.
You can't be doing none of that, man. You can't hate your damn brother.
That's right.
You got to learn how to forgive your brother for whatever wrong he done.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Nobody's saying that you got to be a damn you ain't got to be no doormat, but you can't walk around and hate your brother and your sisters, man. You can't do that, man. Not according to the word of the Most High. Go ahead, read.
Verse 7. For ye provoked him that made you.
Ye what?
Ye provoked him that made you.
We all know who made us, man. The Most High, the nigga God.
Right.
The God that we supposed to be. We ain't talking about Caesar Borgia. We're not talking about that long stringy hair, blue-eyed dude, that imposter they pushing on us. We're talking about Yahushua Mashiach, and his description is in Revelations, man.
That's right.
That's what we're talking about. Our God. The Chinese, when the Chinese pray, they pray to the God that look like them.
That's right.
When Africans, they pray to all kind of stuff. The East Indians, they pray to Sheba or whatever that thing is. As a matter of fact, they got several gods. You know what I'm saying? Every other race, when they pray to the God that look like them, man.
That's right.
So why wouldn't you want to pray to the nigger God, man? Why wouldn't you want to turn to the one? We the only people on the face of the earth that got a true and living God. Every Allah and anybody else is a figment of their imaginations.
Right.
Don't even exist. Something that they done made up in their minds. Idols, statues. That's it. Stuff that's made by the hands of men. We pray to a living God, man. Yahushua Mashiach was the greatest revolutionary that ever walked on the entire face of the earth, and everything that exists because of him.
Damn right.
So how is it so damn hard to take your spirit up out of these churches and out of these mosques and up out of America? I don't get it, man. Seriously, go ahead, read out.
By sacrificing unto devils and not the Most High.
And that's what we do. Our people sacrificing unto devils, man. Monday God, Sunday God. When you go to church on Sundays, man, you know, don't you, Sunday, they praying to a sun God.
Right.
You worshiping a sun God, man. You're not praying to the Most High. You're not praying to the Most High, man. It's time for our people to wake up. Read.
Verse 8. Ye have forgotten the everlasting God that brought you up and have and ye have grieved Jerusalem that nourished you.
Man, we need to stop it, man. We got to turn back to the Most High and take our spirits out of America.
That's
man.
right.
We got to do it, man. We ain't got no choice. Ain't nothing gonna change. You can quit. You wasting your time getting on your knees and going to your little closets and praying and doing your little fasts and then time the churches do little fasts, time they break their fast. The first thing they want to do is you go and cook some damn hams and pork chops, smothered pork chops. Some of y'all putting on chitlins. Still, some of you niggas out there still eating chitlins.
Right.
Or your girl want to go to Red Lobster. Y'all ain't ate for 24 hours, so y'all gonna treat yourself today, and you're gonna go order a big old aluminum pan of lobster and crab and crawfish and all this other nonsense that the Lord said don't eat. Black people, we still eat. You still want to eat catfish. The Bible said don't eat nothing that don't have fins and scales.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Our people eating calamari, octopus,
Right.
alligator,
Right.
and everything else. Anything that the Lord said don't do, we doing it. Following up behind these oppressors. Come on, man. Stop it. It's time to wake up, man. Let's go to Judah 5:20.
Come on.
Show you why we suffering the way we suffering, man. You know what I'm saying? You want to know. You have to ask yourself, how is it that blacks and Hispanics can be so great at everything that we do?
Right.
Can't nobody stop us in nothing that we do. And we done created just about everything in the society that people need to live with. From the wash machines to electricity, the music, we done created everything. But we still on the bottom. If you put us on a leveling field or even a level field with any other race of people, these other races can't touch no black man.
Right.
In nothing. It's nothing that they could beat us in at all. It's nothing that you could bring up and have a good argument with that they can beat us in. We the greatest people on the face of the earth, and yet we still on the bottom.
Right.
You have to wonder. We got our sisters. Can't nobody cook better than sisters.
Right.
Can't nobody outdo the men in nothing. And yet still we on the bottom. I wonder have anybody ever just slow down long enough to ask themselves, ponder that. Come on, man.
If I could,
Go ahead.
what you're saying is so heavy because you got, and it's not like we have just the so-called white man ruling over us here. You got the Chinese that come over here, and they get Chinatown, and not only do they get Chinatown, but they get a Chinese store on every corner, and I mean, and we flock to them, like you said, like our sisters are the best cooks on the planet, and we flock to Moab as if they're better than our sisters. So if I could, you got Quamapar in Indianapolis that can cook that brother can cook up a stone. And we're flocking to them more than we're flocking to Quamapar.
Right.
As if those Moabites are better than us. We go to the African store for a kufi. We go to their we eat the new wave is eating the fufu from Africa. That's the new wave now. And I don't even want to know how to eat it. You know
exactly. Yeah. I don't even like the way they sound.
It sounds disgusting. It sounds like it sounds exactly how their culture is taking a shit shower. It's like,
right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And the thing is we constantly go to them as if they're greater than us. When, like you said, sir, we're the greatest thing walking the planet. By far. Salakia.
And our oppressors, they done raped us and murdered us and then got so wealthy off of us. Over half of the wealth of America came from cotton,
right?
Candy canes, free labor off the backs of black people, and they still won't allow us to get up. They still keeping their feet on our necks. But now they just started letting these other nations come into the black community and get rich. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you know money is not the issue. We're not a lazy people. I mean, we built this place. This technically, America is more ours than theirs. We built this damn place. The white man ain't built a damn thing.
That's right.
Nothing. You know what I'm saying? But they steady treating us like just I mean, but at the same time, now I know that this is a punishment from the Most High because of our sins. I used to always wonder why we in the condition that we in.
Right.
But now I know. You know what I'm saying? According to the Bible, we done sinned against the Most High. And he's sick of our nonsense, man. Let's go to Judah 5:20.
The book of Judith, chapter 5, verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error against this people.
This is another nation of people talking about the Israelites.
Right.
That's what's going on right now. Just to let you know what we're reading. Read.
And they sin against their power.
And they what?
And they sin against their power.
If you was to sin, we sinning against our God. When we transgress and sin against the law, statutes, commandments, we sinning against the God, our God.
Right.
Read.
Let us consider that this shall be their ruin.
This should what?
This shall be their ruin.
And by us transgressing the law, statutes, commandments of the Most High, the Lord is allowing these other nations.
That's right.
To kill us, to punish us, to enslave us.
That's right.
To treat us the way we're being treated. We in this condition because of our actions, man. We in this condition because the Christian church is not teaching God's people to follow these laws, statutes, commandments.
Right.
The only thing you got to do in the Christian church is follow that pay your tithes.
Right.
That's it. Pay your tithes. Sow a seed. Give me $1,000. If you give me $1,000, the Lord is going to bless you.
Right.
Greedy dogs, wolves in sheep clothing, man. And it's so amazing that even today, it's so much truth out there with this technology up to date and these computers and these phones, man. All you got to do is ask questions. Right. You can research everything that we say. And you can research everything that the men in the ISUPK say and find the truth in it, man.
That's right.
About this place, man. Read.
And let us go up, and we shall overcome them.
The Lord allowing these other nations to come overtake us because of our sins, man. Read.
Verse 21. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them.
The Lord would defend us against these other nations.
Right.
If we was to turn back to him and follow these laws, statutes, commandments, man. It's simple as that. That's the only thing that's going to get us out of this hellhole that we in.
That's right.
Is to come back together as a nation of people, start having brotherhood and sisterhood amongst one another, take our spirits out of America, stop celebrating all these wicked holidays and things that they got on their calendar, and follow these laws, statutes, commandments. That is the solution to Black people in America problem right there. And until we do that, the Lord is going to continually allow these other nations to rule over us. Right. It'll never change, no matter who you vote in. Even like everybody just went head over heels. If Barack Obama would have told everybody to come on and went over the edge of a goddamn mountain, I think every nigga in America would have followed him.
Yeah, kind of what kind.
I'm being honest. I ain't trying to be funny. You know what I'm saying? It was just everybody they think they got a savior, a Black man. He not even us. He not a so-called Black man in America. He from another tribe, man. That man ain't got nothing to do with it. You see, he ain't do nothing for us.
Right.
What did he do? He passed laws and allowed the LGBT movement to have a little more freedom and passed out damn government forms. That was it. Go ahead,
if I could, sir, just real quick, what you're saying is so right, because he went into the Christian church and they instantly called him Black Jesus.
See, a lack of knowledge.
Kind of want to come.
A lack of knowledge. Our people are so quick to cling to stuff and go along with the program. You know what I'm saying? We just fall for anything because we don't believe in nothing. That's what the problem is. That's crazy as all out. That's what. Go ahead, finish that up.
Sir. And their God before them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
And that's exactly that. That's how you know this book is out.
Right.
Because we're the only people on the face of the earth that's a reproach before all others, man. Everybody looking at us right now when they put us on these news news and on television and stuff, shaking their heads and looking at all of us as if we're savages.
Right.
And they put all of us, they bundling all of us right together. You know what I'm saying? The brothers, just like brother brought out a little while ago on this presidential thing, you got two token niggas up there.
Right.
And why they up there, I don't know. Because to be honest with you, my personal opinion, if you get elected Friday, you're gonna get killed Saturday and you'll be buried Sunday.
Right.
Let another, well, this time let one of us.
Right.
Let one of us get put in there. And I guarantee you're gonna see history repeat itself.
Damn right.
These people ain't going for that. They think Barack was us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You let a so-called black man in America from our nation get elected and put in there and watch what happened. I guarantee you we're gonna see a history repeat itself again. Go ahead.
Slice, so you got a question.
Come.
This Officer Yaquatazan, 1 West out of New York. He says, Salakia, sir, can I get a breakdown on Amos chapter 3, verse 1 and 2, Baba Kashab?
Amos chapter 3, verse 1 and 2. Let's go through and see if we can help.
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1.
Amos chapter 3, verse 1 and 2. Go ahead, read.
Hear the word of the Lord that have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you alone, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquity.
Okay, well, read number 1 again. We're going to break that one down, then we'll go to 2.
The book of Amos, chapter 3, verse 1. Hear this word of the Lord. Hear this word that the Lord have spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt.
Well, that could go back to the precept that we had just brought out about the Lord. It said, hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel. When the Lord gave Moses the law, statutes, commandments to give to the children of Israel, that was a commandment.
Right.
That we follow them law, statutes, and commandments, and not these other nations and cultures and stuff of that nature. The Lord warned, he was warning when Moses brought the children of Israel out of Egypt, he had warned us that if we turn from the law, statutes, commandments, that he would take us back into Egypt again. And America is the modern day Egypt.
That's right.
The modern day Babylon. When we got put right back into captivity and slavery again by not following the law, statutes, commandments that the Lord gave Moses to the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
Read.
Saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquity.
The Lord, that right there, let you know the Lord it's 18 nations on the entire face of the earth. The Lord only care about 12 tribes, the 12 of them, the 12 tribes of Israel. The Lord don't give a damn about those the Chinese, the Japanese, the so-called oppressor, the Africans, none of those races. He only loved the 12 tribes of Israel. And he said, you only have I known.
Right.
The Lord don't give a damn about the other nations, man. He only care about the 12 tribes of Israel. He said, you only have I known out of all the families on the face of the earth. So out of the 18 nations that's on the earth, he only know us. Those laws, statutes, commandments was not made for everybody that's alive on this planet.
That's right.
It was only created for the 12 tribes of Israel. That's why it's so important that we come back together as a nation, the 12 tribes, and follow these laws, statutes, commandments. Therefore, I will punish you for all of your iniquities. Why do you think when a black man eat pork, eat lobster, eat ham, eat all that other stuff, we're the highest in blood pressure.
Right.
We're the highest in diabetes. You know what I'm saying? The plagues that the Lord sent into the earth is really on us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We're being punished. The conditions that we in right now, we're being punished because of our heart being a stiff-necked people, for being hard-headed and not following the law, statutes, commandments, but you want to follow these other nations.
That's
You know what I'm
right.
saying? We got some of our brothers and sisters, they want to follow Egyptology. You want to follow that when they chanting that ring gate CO, all that others. We chanting, we burning a sage.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You into black magic, voodoo. You want to do the zodiac signs and talking about some damn Leos and Capricorns and all that stuff. You wanna do seances and do palm readings and all this. Ain't none of that stuff is for us. The only thing that we should be doing right now is following these laws, statutes, commandments, coming to the school, to the ISUPK on Saturdays to sit in the Sabbath classes.
That's right.
We are being punished and bringing the iniquity. We being punished and bringing the wrath of God down on our heads because of our sins. He only cared about the 12 tribes to try to bring it home for you, the young brother. I hope I answered this question.
Kind of concept.
And you want to chime in on the right
Kind
hand?
of concept, if I could.
Go ahead.
Because you can also look at the LGBT XYZ community. You know, like you understand, like our oppressor is them, and the Hamites are the greatest homosexuals on the planet. The Hamites are so great that they have a God that does it. You know what I'm saying? You look at Gib, he's a homosexual. And they don't outnumber us in AIDS. They don't outnumber us in HIV and all these other sexual transmitted diseases that you get from having, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But and this is how you know the Lord is against us, brother, and he's only our power, and he don't care about it. You look at our oppressors, they don't, you know what I'm saying? Like they set up everything that and they're not worried about, the Lord ain't worried about them being on cocaine and them being on drugs and all that stuff. Like the Lord is worried about us. Like why you think that we get our sentences for selling marijuana is 10 times more heavy than our oppressor sentences.
Damn right.
Because the Lord is against us. He's not against them because he don't care about them.
Exactly.
It's like
the whole point. And that is so heavy how you brought that out, brother. It's like that you can't beat the oppressor eating that damn swine.
Right.
They love it. But who's suffering for eating it so much?
Right.
We suffer. You said our people was raised on that swine and stuff, and the Lord said we should not. If the Bible tell you in Leviticus, don't even touch it.
Right.
It's a sin to even touch it. Talking about eating it, and that's why we suffering the way we suffering. You know what I'm saying? And he said, "You only have I known." The Lord know us. These other nations are like, according to the Bible, these other nations are like spit on the ground.
Right.
The Lord, he matter of fact, where it say, Jacob I have loved, Esau I have hated. I mean, it's just all through the Bible. The most I talk about how he loved his people. He loved his people, man. He ain't in love with all these other races and nations on the planet, man. You know, I think, matter of fact, it say Baruch. Let's go to Baruch chapter 1 and verse 13. Baruch chapter 1 and verse 13. If I'm not mistaken.
The book of Baruch, chapter 1. It's like the book of Baruch in the Apocrypha, chapter 1, verse 13. Pray for us also unto the Lord, your power, it's like our power. For we have sinned against the Lord our power. And unto this day, the fury of the Most High and his wrath is turned from us. It's like it's not turned from us.
And that's what we're witnessing. We're seeing the fury of the Most High on us.
Right.
By not following these laws, statutes, commandments. That's why we're suffering the way we're suffering. Our sins and our transgressions against these laws, statutes, commandments is bringing the fury and the wrath of God down on our own heads.
That's right.
Because you want to serve other gods. Read.
Verse verse 14. And ye shall read this book, which we have sent unto you, to make confession in the house of the Lord upon the feast and Solomon's day.
And that's what we just recently, not too long ago, just had the Passover. We have high holy days. We have feast days. We have certain days, high holy days and feast days that the Lord wants us to acknowledge and raise our children to follow, instead of these wicked days that the oppressor them put on their calendar, and we won't turn our backs on.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord is angry with us, and he's sick and tired of our nonsense. So now he told Moses to tell the children of Israel, if we was to turn from the law, statutes, commandments, that we would go into Egypt again on ships.
Right.
It's telling it, even in the Bible, it talks about us being put into slavery, being put in them chains and put on ships and brought into captivity again in North America. Come on, man. I don't see how simple we can get. Let's go to Colossians chapter 2 and verse 8.
Come on.
Go ahead, read it.
The book of Colossians chapter 2 verse 8. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophies and vain deceit.
Read that again.
Come. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit.
The Bible said, beware lest any man spoil you. Beware unless any man spoil you through philosophies and vain deceit. And that's what's going on, and we have been deceived, man. It's like we brought out earlier. You go to these Christian churches, you can go to Islam, you can go to the Catholic Church. It don't matter what your so-called denomination or religion is. You celebrating all these holidays of America. We have been deceived, man.
Right.
Read.
Come. After the tradition of men.
After what?
After the tradition of men.
Read.
After the rudiments of the world, and not after Christ.
And that's what it is, man. Ain't there's nothing that we're doing. They want to tell you that Easter got something to do with the Lord.
Right.
They want to tell you Christmas got something to do with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? All those are lies, man. All those are things, lies that's been created by our oppressors.
That's right.
And our people done clung to that stuff, and we just refuse to let it go. It's like generational curses.
That's right.
It's been passed on from generation to generation. You know what I'm saying? You was raised where your mom and your dad or your grandparents, every December 25th, they have a big old tree in the house. My grandmother used to do it, and then she used to go buy a live pan tree. I mean, it had the room, pan. It's got a good smell to it. Had the windows sprayed with the false white stuff, the lights in every window, the tree adorned with bulbs and lights, and the angel at the top, and a big old tree. And then she got $1,000 worth of gifts up under the tree. You know what I'm saying? You said, and what you're doing is you serving a god. What was it? Nimrod? Nimrod?
Khan.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we have to start researching, man, and realizing our people. Listen. All this stuff was beat into our people, and it was a time where we didn't know.
Right.
It was like we were asleep. The Lord had turned his back on us, man, and we didn't know. But that's over with. Ever since 1969, under command of General Nahana.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? The Most High been putting his priests and prophets out here, and they not sitting up with no $500 suit on, with no $200 shoes, up in no damn pulpit lying, telling you that you can come as you are, telling you that the law, statutes, commandments was nailed to the cross with the Lord.
Right.
That's a damn lie.
Damn right.
It's a commandment from the Most High that we follow these law, statutes, commandments. That's why it's so important that our people wake up and come up at these Christian churches, man.
Right.
Or we're gonna keep dying. Ain't gonna be no change. Ain't gonna be philosophies, vain, deceit, traditions of rudiments of man. You know what I'm saying? Your past, even your pastor is following up behind this stuff. Your pastor, every year at his birthday, he wants you to give him a love offering.
Right.
So him and his wife could take a cruise. Look how TD Jakes living, him and his wife and his family. Look how all these other so-called prosperous preachers are living off the Most High's people, man. Come on, man, it's crazy as hell. Let's go to Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31 right quick.
Come on.
Time for our people to wake up, man. The Lord is sick and tired of it. And he allowing more and more death to come into the black community because he's sick and tired of our nonsense. You want to vote. You go into these churches, you voting. I mean, you see the wickedness in these places, and you refuse to take your spirit up out of it. Proverbs chapter 3 and verse 31. When you get it, go ahead and read it out.
The book of Proverbs chapter 3 verse 31. Envy thou not the oppressor, and choose none of his ways.
Choose what?
Choose none of his ways.
Don't choose none of his ways, man. According to the Bible, man, listen, we have a dietary law. It's certain things that we're not supposed to eat, period. We have a physical law that we're supposed to live by. A man, if you out there in the streets and you at a grocery store or a library or something, you see a beautiful sister, man, and you drive down on her to drop some game on her, and she tell you she got a husband, man, leave that damn woman alone, man. If that woman tell you she married, leave that woman alone, man. She belong to somebody else, man. But the brothers today, they want her even more.
Right.
No, you want to sleep with a married woman.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? How would you feel if somebody do you like that?
Damn right.
Come on, man. Our brothers think that it's okay to smoke loud and stuff because the first excuse is it's grown from the ground. It must be okay. It's a plant. Not according to the Bible. You're not supposed to put no smoke, whether it's a cigarette, loud, or nothing else in the temple of the Most High. You're not supposed to do that, B.
If I could,
go ahead.
what you're saying is so heavy because a lot of Cap say this all the time. The leading cause of death among black men is money, drugs, and women.
Okay.
The scriptures say, give me any evil except the evil of a woman.
Damn right.
Because a woman will sit there and have a man and not even say she have a man. She'll turn around and act as if she don't have a husband, and then go and the man she said that she told is single will end up sleeping with her and get that man killed.
Damn right.
All because she wanted to fulfill her lust.
Right.
When in reality, what that woman is an evil. Salaki for my language. She's an evil, wicked bitch.
That's exactly what she is.
And what should happen to her, along with the man that did it, is they both should be put to death, rightfully so.
Damn right.
According to the law.
Damn right.
Salaki, sir.
Damn right. That's exactly a fact what you just brought out. Seriously. And as far as as far as our people trying to push that agenda with the LGBT movement, and then you got so many brothers. There's just so much going on. Just jump sidebar right quick. Jump over to Deuteronomy 22 and 5 right quick. Not read that from me right quick. Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 22 and verse 5. The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
The woman should what?
The woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man.
It's not okay for a woman to put on men clothing.
Right.
Read.
Neither shall a man put on a woman's garment.
And neither should a man put on a woman's garment. Read.
For all that do so are an abomination unto the Lord thy power.
Are a what?
Are an abomination unto the Lord thy power.
It's not natural for a man to wear woman clothes, man. That's stuff that what's the basketball player name? They say letting the son put on the little girl clothes and stuff.
Oh, it's like it,
Dwayne Wade.
Come
on, man. That's an abomination in the eyes of the Most High.
Right.
That's not okay. Caitlyn Jenner.
Right.
The world done put this nigga on front of magazines.
Right.
And made him Woman of the Year. what you call it, and got rich doing it.
Mhm.
What's the comedian to do? What's his name?
Tyler
Perry.
Con.
He done got rich putting on what women attire.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying, and all this stuff. Come on, man. The Lord hates that kind of stuff. Go ahead, Al.
Con, if I could, this is why one of the only comedians so far that I know of for this reason I respect is Dave Chappelle.
Good.
Because when they he came out and he said when they brought that deal to him and they was like, look, we got a big movie for you. You're gonna make a lot of money. You're gonna make hella bread.
Yeah.
All you have to do is put on this dress. And he was like, I'm not putting on a female. This is for females. You're not finna turn me into no woman. For I don't care how much money. And that's a man with morality. That's to a certain extent because he married a heathen. But to a certain extent, he knows how to be a man. And for brothers that know how to actually be a man and say no matter. No, like all money ain't good money.
Damn right.
And he understood that in that instance. Like he understood that if I do this, I've crossed over to a point of no return.
Damn right.
And I commend the brother for that.
Damn right. Damn right. And what's so heavy about what you're bringing up? Kevin Hart did it. Even Wesley Snipes did it. There's a lot of brothers put on them dresses, man, and them heels and stuff, and belittle they selves like that, man, for that money.
Right.
Which is crazy as all out. And according to the Bible, don't no man supposed to put on no damn panties and no dress, man.
Right.
And no woman is supposed to be walking up. And when I say that, I'm thinking about people like what's the Brat.
Right.
And her wife. You know what I'm saying? It's just and America is so acceptable to these things. It's just listen, I'm gonna tell you something. When Caitlyn Jenner did what he did and America embraced that. That's how you know America's on its way to hell in the handbasket.
Mm-hmm.
The morality of America is depleted to the point of empty. This place is wicked as all out, man.
Right.
And God hate and despise this place. And everything in America is going to be completely wiped off the face of the earth and destroyed when the Lord come back.
Damn right.
You could believe that. Them UFO sightings that you seeing and stuff, you keep on thinking it's a joke or it's a myth if you want to. Just watch what happens.
Damn right.
Let's jump over to 1 Corinthians 14:33 right quick. Oh, y'all think the Most High just care about everybody and everything going on and he just all love. God is not all love. The Bible says God is a man of war.
That's right.
At least the God we serve is a man of war.
That's right.
Now, if you follow that Christian church, Caesar Borgia, then he's you could do whatever you want to do under that cross. You could do it according to that Christian cross. You could be any doggone thing your heart desires. You have the free will to do so, and can't nobody judge you when it comes to the Christian church, but not according to the Bible. Not according to this. This right here is a black man independent book, and the 4th of July and the 4th of July or the America's when they wrote their constitutional rights.
Right.
Ain't none of that got a damn thing to do with us.
Right.
At all.
Damn
this
right.
is it for us right here.
Damn right.
If you're not following these laws, statutes, commandments, don't be surprised. Don't be surprised when death come knocking on your door.
Damn right.
Seriously. You got that out? Go ahead.
The book of 1 Corinthians chapter 14, verse 33. For the Most High is not the author of confusion.
The Lord is not the author of confusion. So when they go to telling that damn lie, talking about I'm a man trapped in a woman's body, or I'm a woman trapped in a man's body and all that, the Lord is not the author of confusion, man. The Lord does not condone or okay two women being together.
Right.
The Lord ain't condoning no two women being together. The Lord ain't condoning you. Some of these groups think that they could be Trump. You could just grab a young 16-year-old off the street and rape her.
Right.
That's she your wife.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some of these, that's why we tell you we're not affiliated with these other Israelite groups either, man. You know what I'm saying? It's not okay for a black man to have interracial relationships anger the Most High.
Right.
The Lord don't want our young men and women marrying these other certain races. Stay within them 12 tribes. We got some of the most beautiful sisters on the face of the damn earth, man.
Damn right.
For you to want to go get you a Becky after you get a few dollars or whatever the case may be, you got a mental problem.
Right.
The Lord is not the author of confusion, man. He's not a part of that crap, man. And y'all got to realize that, man. The Bible said, 1 John 14 and 15. Read it.
Come. Like you see.
John 14 and 15.
John first, John.
John.
Come. The book of John, chapter 14, verse 15. If ye love me, keep my commandments.
If what?
If ye love me, keep my commandments.
The only way you can love the Lord is you was to do what he said do.
Right.
And do what whatever he said don't do it. And whatever he said do it.
That's right.
The only way you're going to learn that is in the Israel School of Universal and Practical Knowledge under command of General.
That's right.
I was in them churches and stuff, man. I wrestled with my demons. Damn it, I wrestled. I got baptized 4 times. I got dipped 4 times fighting with my damn demons.
Right.
Gang banging, selling drugs, carrying guns, everything. I did not give a damn.
Right.
I did not have no love for my brothers at all. I did not have none. I did not care. I would sleep with your wife and everything. I was a wicked bastard. And then my life changed when I came to the ISUPK.
Damn right.
Under command of General Hunter. That's when I started getting taught to apply these laws, statutes, commandments to my life, and I started finding the strength to fight off my demons.
Damn right.
And I was in my damn 50s. That's how long it took. But by the grace of the Most High, I didn't die in my sins.
Damn right.
You know what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, it's the same for any and everybody else. If you want to fight off your demons, if you want to change your life, man, seriously, before you mess around and the Lord wipe you off the face of the damn earth with his judgment, you better get out that world and come into this school, man.
That's right.
You can't fight your demons off out there in that Christian church and no other denomination. I'm being honest with you, man. You want to learn how to fight your demons off and you want to have a real relationship with the Most High, you got to follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. That's it and that's all. Ain't no other way.
That's right.
No other way. That was first John 14, 15. Go to 1 John 5 and 3.
Come. The book of 1 John, chapter 5 and verse 3. For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments.
Say that again.
For this is the love of the Most High, that we keep his commandments.
The love of the Most High is to keep his laws, statutes, and commandments, man. If anybody out there talking about, I love the Lord, and the Lord loved me, and he walked with me all the time, all day and all night. And I got a personal relationship with the Lord. If you're not keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, man, the Lord gonna kill you, man. I'm just being honest with you. I'm trying to give you some information so you won't die your sins.
Right.
That's all I'm trying to do. I'm not pulling your leg or none of that. I'm trying to keep it real with you.
It's like, sir,
Go ahead.
If I could, sir,
Go ahead.
based off of what you saying, so I got a precept that go right along with it.
Come on with it.
It's the book of 2 John, chapter 1, verse 6.
Go ahead, read.
And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. For this is the commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it.
That was what?
2 John chapter 1, verse 6.
Read it again.
And this is love, that we walk after his commandments. This is the commandment, that as ye have heard from the beginning, ye should walk in it.
Come on, that's heavy, huh? That is real heavy. These are the laws, statutes, commandments, and the word of the Most High, and we should walk in it, man, period. Everything that we read and bring out, we telling you what the Bible say.
Right.
We're not telling you how we feel. We're not telling you what we think. You know what I'm saying? And none of that. We're telling you that the Lord said, if you don't follow these laws, statutes, and commandments, He's going to continue allowing these other nations to murder us.
That's right.
He's going to keep killing us. We are being punished because of our sins, man. We're going to close out with 2 Chronicles 7 and 14.
Come. The book of 2 Chronicles, chapter 7, verse 14. If my people, which are called by my name.
Wait a minute. That's something personal. That's something personal.
Come on.
Stop. Back up for me. You start over with that again. He said, what? If what?
If my people.
If my people. He ain't talking about everybody on the planet now. Don't get it twisted. When he say my people, he talking about a specific group of individuals, the 12 tribes of Israel.
Right.
If my people, read,
which are called by my name, shall humble themselves and pray.
The only way you can humble yourself is come on down off your little pedestal and stop thinking you ain't got to follow these laws, statutes, commandments.
That's right.
Stop thinking that what you're doing in life, the choices you're making in the lifestyle you're living is the right way, because it's not. The Bible said, if my people, which are called by my name, shall humble themselves, read,
and pray and seek my face and turn from their wicked ways.
Woo! And what?
And turn from their wicked ways.
Christmas.
And turn from their wicked ways.
Birthdays.
And turn from their wicked ways.
The Christian church.
And turn from their wicked ways.
Islam.
And turn from their wicked ways.
Catholic Church.
And turn from their wicked ways.
Stop celebrating all these wicked holidays and quit going into the zodiac and all that other crap.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Then will I hear from heaven and will forgive their sins.
And forgive what?
And forgive their sins.
Read.
And will heal their land.
Come on, man. It don't get no simpler than that, man. We got to turn from our wicked ways. You got to quit eating shrimp, crab, and lobster, pork, catfish. You got to quit celebrating your birthday. You got to quit trying to love your goddamn enemy so damn hard, man.
That's
and,
right.
And refusing to follow these laws, statutes, commandments. You got to come up out that church and quit listening to that lying pastor that you got.
That's right.
That's what you got to do. He ain't nothing but a wolf in sheep clothing.
Right.
When you run across precepts like that, who you think he talking about? A wolf in sheep clothing. Well, who you think he talking about? Come on, man, stop it. Hey, Shalaki, but we're going to go ahead and close the class out this evening, man. Hope we was able to, you know what I'm saying, get that word out there a little bit and somebody heard us, you know what I'm saying, and hopefully the Most High let us get back here next Tuesday, man. That's my time, Israel. We're going to go ahead and shut it down. Shalom.